as Kendrick Williams. Gildas Alexander loves that elbow jumper, and that's his second field goal. And the defense has been aggressive, but the shooting has been excellent. Both teams over 55%. McConnell against Isaiah Joe, gets inside, try to force it up. Whistle and a foul.
Yes, Nembhard has done a solid job of frustrating. Look, always has his hands on him, making him work, and then that pull-up. That's the difficult part about stopping Shea. He just feels like advantage. He's out there playing like he is a star player, like he is a priority.
He said before the last game it was our intention all game to get downhill and touch the paint, something they had not done through the first couple of games.
Well, he specializes in intensity, as you said, but he's so much more than energy and hustle. He's skilled, he's savvy, he's tough. He comes on the floor, he changes the tone of the game. We've had 19 free throw attempts here in the first quarter combined. Turner knocks it out of bounds. Still OKC ball. Shot clock's turned off. No fouls to give here for Indiana. Nembhard, full court pressure. Now they back off a little bit. SGA pulls back, puts up a three. Won't go. Williams on the follow with 0.8 of a second remaining. Kendrick Williams, big offensive rebound. And that will end a high-scoring first period. 35-34. Good shooting from both teams after one here in Game 4.
Shoutout sa iyo. Salamat sa pag-donate. Ikaw na.
We're up here in section 105 and 106 to remind you about tonight's game night special. Fans, I know you want to take this memory home with you.
Shoutout. Salamat.
You one of these. $25 tonight only. While supplies last. And fans, I got one right here. Does anybody over here want it? What about this side? You all want it more? Come on, make some noise. And for everybody else, be sure you stop outside of section.
Shoutout sa iyo. Lubot ng pondo. Salamat sa pag-donate. Ikaw na ang top donor natin.
Yes, sir.
Shoutout sa iyo. Salamat sa pag-donate. Napaka-po.
Another legend of the Pacers, a member of the 2000 Finals team, Jalen Rose.
and Shepard will both come in. More free throws for Oklahoma City. They're 10 for 10. We'll see tomorrow. Stars take the court. July 10th through the 20th on ESPN and NBA TV. Auburn has been a great start in game 3.
OKC back in that zone again. Middle of the floor open.
A wide open shot, offensive rebound, and Shepard knocks it down. Naismith with a big offensive board. Pacers 6 of 12 from 3. Jonas Alexander pulls up, jump shot is good. He's in double figures. Wallace on a height advantage, foul on the entry pass. He was 17 foul. The first on Wallace.
This guy is just absolutely elite. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's usually feeling some type of way after a loss. He performs in a big way. As George documented in the opening, he is a mid-range master.
Russo back in. Isaiah Joe sits down. McConnell with 3 now. Wallace closes. Shot clock at 6. Shot clock at 2. McConnell gets inside. Just releases in time. For the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Thunder ball.
Both teams are looking comfortable. If you look at the amount of points that both teams have scored with 8 to go, they're on pace for 60 points. 2 defenses locked in on each other, full court pressure, but they're starting to understand how to attack that pressure on both sides.
Nice pass inside. Caruso. Jonas Alexander giving it up early that time.
He does, Mike. And how many times have we seen Caruso through the course of these playoffs make smart cuts along the baseline?
He's 4 for 4 off the bench. McConnell up top, Turner. Step back 3, Miles Turner. Jonas Alexander the rebound.
The zip of Indiana's offense is not quite the same when Tyrese sits.
Williams wide open. Finish comes up a little bit limping. Pacers coming your way. Spurs with basketball. Once again provided the spark. Left wide open. Back to Shepard. Naismith. Good defense from Caruso. Turner at 3. Naismith deflects and Connell comes up with it. Good hands from Naismith once again on the offensive board. Strides inside, blocked by Holmgren. Wallace comes the other way. Takes it, Wallace takes a bump back. Kendrick Williams backs it home. And Rick Carlisle calls timeout. Williams with some good minutes off the bench. A 1-point lead for OKC.
Shoutout pa pa kung pinanood niyo sa live stream natin. Ayan, shoutout po. Ayan, okay. Thank you so much po, mga idol. Mga nag-aamin po, kasabit po, and po, reply ako dyan, guys.
Regarding the history of the franchise, it's a sore spot with some franchise records in history. The two teams are connected. As Scuffle puts up the jump shot. On the Wallace, the rebound. A lot of Sonic fans don't consider the Thunder part of their team. Many OKC fans don't even show any allegiance to the Sonics history. But I'll say this. The Sonic fans are one of the great fan bases ever. OKC fans are one of the great fan bases. Mason Wallace can't hit. Top of the rebound.
Boy, Jalen Williams had a mid-range shot and passed it up. And he didn't SGA a little bit worse in the mid-range this series than their last couple, but I'm shocked he passed that up.
Off the turnover, Caruso bumped by Toppin. Stein gets into Toppin's face.
Now is the NBA Finals. Now is the NBA Finals. You know what I like about this foul? There was so much question about Neesmith's. Was that an offense, or excuse me, was that a flagrant foul last game? They're going to play aggressive. And I understand why they do this. There's no play in the ball, kind of, I guess. It depends. The referees typically take a review whenever there's some sort of scuffle.
So they are going to review it. It is easier sometimes to see in real time. Let's watch. So, you know, I think that's a playoff foul, that one.
I agree.
And I think Hartenstein did the right thing, though, in protecting his guy. It can be not a flagrant and still objectionable to your teammate.
Two things can't be true.
Two triggers on the play. We'll check to see if this foul meets the criteria for a flagrant foul. In addition, we'll check to see if the application did not easily resolve. We'll have any further penalties.
All right, so while they check that out, we'll check in with our man Steve Jabby. Steve, it's always, you know, we always talk about, oh, that's just a good old playoff foul. How are you looking at this, and how do you think they'll look at it?
Yeah, I think they're going to take a look at the criteria, obviously, severity of the contact.
Final game. Josh Tibbett, his 9th final game. And Sean Wright, the third official, his 2nd final game. such a huge impact on him.
And then he stopped and laughed very hard because we knew what that meant. Joe Mazzulla, one of the most intense individuals in the game of basketball.
Siakam couldn't quite get it. Wow. Alexander tips it.
How about the pass from Halliburton?
Douglas Alexander gets inside. Layup is good. He's got 12. Williams has 14. Russo 11. 3 in double figures for OKC. Beautiful pass again, guards. And Siakam finishes. Excellent first half. Miles Turner can't connect. Well, third quarters we've seen a bunch in the playoffs. It's an explosive quarter for the Thunder. Williams leans in, let a lot of contact over there. Williams knocks down the jumper.
And I don't like that. If you're Neesmith, just stay strong. Don't try and bait the officials into an offensive foul unless you believe it's clear. Because if not, you give up a wide open shot. But it's good.
Alright mga boss, shout out sa inyo guys sa 7,000 viewers mga boss. Napuputol guys yung live natin guys. Kaya kung kaya nyo mag-update ng ipas mga boss, mga ayun ng palipat-lipat natin dito na. Kung nyo kaya nyo mag-update. Napuputol guys, pero may available po ipas mga boss ha. Grabe top donor natin, hindi ko mabasa. Ha? Salamat sa top donor ha. Kasi na boss, hindi ko mabasa yung pang ano boss. TM lang guys. Gusto nyo pong mag-update ng ipas mga boss. Available po mga boss. Gusto nyo pong mag-update. Yan, legit yan guys, ha? Legit po yan. Paano daw gamitin sa Smart TV? I-login nyo po sa NBA apps, ha? Sa TV. Kailangan apps po, ha? Application po. Sa apps, mga boss, i-download nyo po ang apps. Wala pang apps ang NBA. Tapos ilagay niyo po ang TV. Yun po sa mga gusto manood sa TV. Mas maganda sa TV guys ha. Malaking screen. Makikita niyo po.
Buckets brought to you by KFC, Doris.
So we know that if there's a high frequency of shots conceded, it's the corner threes. Look at Halliburton, the pitch opposite. Neesmith, those windows get tighter against OKC. They get tighter in the playoffs. You got to be shot ready. And Indiana has been the best three-point shooting team in the playoffs. That in this half.
46% from the field. And you see the corner threes. It is such an integral part of many teams' offensive attacks. 10-point OKC lead. Siakam back in, Reports back in for OKC. Toppin returns as well for Indiana. There's Alexander, Nimhoff, right with him every step of the way. Leans in, double team, Caruso. Naismith has done a nice job on the boards at both ends. In addition to a couple of threes. Halliburton gets inside. Naismith corner. Knocking on the follow. One of the elite athletes of the NBA showing his hops once again. It's a one-point game. And a turnover. Halliburton top and playing catch. Dort falls down. Pass inside. Nice steal from Williams. Pass was deflected initially as Caruso comes the other way. 9. Williams again, the one.
Either side, Mike, left or right. He spent an entire summer knowing he was stronger in one hand. He said direction.
Toppin tried to kick it out to the corner. Pass. It's going to only be the third team foul. The officials are going to discuss if it's in the act of shooting.
So he's setting Obi Toppin up. He off and right or left.
And then Toppin. We showed him the open. Look, he's walked by 3 individuals for a tip dump. If you are OKC, you have been the best defense all year. Those plays you just can't have, especially momentum plays with 2 minutes to go in the half.
Let's hear from Scott Foster.
Checking to see if this foul meets the criteria for a player foul.
The discussion, not just what. Foster explaining it now to Mark Daigneault.
Well, let's wind up, impact, follow through, and contact to the head. I mean, I think by rule, if the last one is, how is this not a flagrant?
I couldn't agree more, Doris.
And my thing is this: if you're going to get a flagrant foul, is maybe a little payback, maybe a little. We're going to do it to you. In my opinion, you want to get your money's worth, and that wasn't your money's worth on a flagrant.
Rick Carlisle said before the game, the adjustment. It's all about level of force, not necessarily strategy, and we are seeing force from both teams. All right, Steve Javy. I think we were all wrong on the first one. What's your thoughts on this particular play?
Yeah, this is unique, Mike, because I think if they have the foul on Caruso, then you have the other defender, I think, is that Dort. Yeah, Dort is the one that comes in with a swinging down to the arm. So Caruso, the foul would be on, and you can penalize Dort with a flail over the arm on the head with a technical foul. Right now, if I called the foul on Caruso, Dort would get a technical foul.
They initially called Steve, so we'll see if that changes. Hardly any reviews and any long reviews, but these are important calls. Anytime it's a flagrant possibility.
Well, and some of these reviews are to get control.
After review, it's been determined there was wind-up impact to follow through with contact to the head. Result in flagrant foul penalty 1. Obi Toppin to shoot 2, and Indiana will retain possession of.
So Obi Toppin, who committed a flagrant foul earlier, has one committed against him. And there'll be 2 free throws and possession with 1:44 remaining. Toppin 6 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. This is his second year in Indiana, acquired by the Knicks for just 2 first-round picks, a former lottery pick. He was a national player. On the free throw, Obadiah Toppin.
I love that Dort went right over to him. I mean, Defender, but he's not a dirty defender. He's annoying, but they connect.
Second one no good. Let's listen to Tyrese Halliburton, Mike Duck.
Hey, we in a good spot. Hey, win this minute 44. We're making these free throws.
Sometimes, Mike, it's just that simple. We talk about winning those last 2 minutes. That's because every team, every coach, that is a focal point.
Siakam got off to the hot start. Turns, shoots, got it. 14 points. Basketball. Caruso, Williams, Hartenstein. Right now for OKC. Williams lost to that about. A lot of unforced errors.
We've seen them just in transition randomly. Those are simple plays that you always wish you had back.
Game 3, Siakam gets it to Halliburton. He's hot. Under a minute to play, first half. Einstein. Good ball from Nimhard. 6. Wallace nails the jumper. He was 0 for 4 before that. Looks out again. Williams guarding Siakam. That's a foul. Caruso picks him up on the switch. Siakam almost lost it. Halliburton inside. Scoop layup. Count it. And a foul. So Halliburton. Quarter. Now the Pacers take a 2-point.
They called a foul. Big mistake. If you go for those steals and you don't get it, you gotta make sure you don't allow him to get in there. And then look, eyes on the rim, avoids the contact, and just a little bit of English.
That's his first free throw. Game clock. Neesmith the rebound. No fouls to give. Halliburton. Neesmith tried to get it with one hand, wouldn't go, and that will end a wild first half. Halliburton. The other one. The 2 stars for OKC getting it done as well. Gildas Alexander had 12. Jalen Williams 16.
Ayan, halftime po guys. Sa gusto kong umabot ng bigpas mga po sa topic sa video guys. Diyan sa video po mga po. Halftime po guys ha. Halftime.
Says I still try to play like I don't belong. Or you gotta try to play like I don't belong. Or you gotta
Done a good job keeping him in check.
and Dort. An excellent first half. Miles Turner can't connect. Well, third quarters, we've seen a bunch in the play. An excellent first. Third quarters, we've seen a bunch in the.
Great moments to everyone. Ayan, follow nyo na yan guys, follow. Sa mga magpa-follow guys, next season, meron tayong sale, no? Bibigyan ko kayo ng magandang sale next season. Kaya magsipag-follow na kayo mga boss. Ayan. Buong season, bibigyan ko kayo mga idol. Salamat. Larek here. Tapere. Ayan, salamat bossing, no? Ayan, kaya magsipag-follow na guys kasi next season maraming pamimigay si admin ng promo idol para sa link pass. Kaya magsipag-PM na mga boss at magsipag-follow po kayo dyan. Ayan, i-follow nyo na yan guys, follow na po kayo mga idol para next season updated din po kayo dyan guys, no? Follow na guys. Ayan, sa mga magpa-follow kay admin next season, marami po kayo mari-receive guys, no? Na great sale. Kaya pwede po yan kahit saan. Any device, pwede yan. Ayan, nil-link pass natin, no? Ayan, 100 lang yan guys. Message na kay admin, no? Follow na guys ha. Para next season, updated din kayo, no? Ayan, 25 galing naman kay Ariel J. Vilmoria. Salamat po, idol. Ayan, papalaw na lang ako dyan guys, no? Para lagi kayong updated sa free live natin. Magsipag-follow lang kayo dyan guys. Sa ating main page. Sa pin comment, no? Ayan guys, maraming salamat po. Ayan, 100 pesos mga idol sa mga gusto pang humabol. Ayan. Follow lang mga lodi. Ayan, sariling gawa natin yan guys ha. Sariling gawa natin. Yung 100 pesos idol, no? Ayan, 26,000 viewers. Shoutout po kay Bossing Alvin Padayon, ang ating top donor. Latest donor pa rin po, guys, ha. Shoutout kay Topper Reyes. Ito may nag-donate po ng 15 pesos galing kay Prensky Boquero. Ayan, maraming salamat, boss. Prensky Boquero. Ayan, ilalagay natin sa screen yan, guys, ha, yung mga nag-donate. Ayan. Thank you so much po, guys. Ayan. Free live yan, mga boss, kaya magsipag-follow na. Ayan. Sa pin comment na, mga idol, sa mga bibili po, PM lang. Yun. Shout out, guys. Ayan, guys. Third quarter na, no? Sa mga hindi pa po nakakapag payment, magsipag-PM na, mga boss. Kaya 100 pesos lang, mga bossing. Message na, 5 slots available, no? 5 slots na lang po to, mga boss, idol. Yan, maraming salamat, mga boss. Ayan, magsipag-PM lang, guys, ha, sa mga nagdo-donate. Ito, may nag-donate po. Miguel Mendoza, 20 pesos. Maraming salamat, idol. Start na natin, guys.
For the Indiana Pacers, I hear him one with Richard Jefferson endorsement. Mike Green on hand. We'll check in with George in just a moment. All right, this is our switch with YouTube TV. Get your favorite sports and live in one app. What are you seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris?
I was really interested in how Mark Daigneault would manage him. At the end of Game 3, we thought he was tired. He's facing the same kind of pressure, so they lifted him early in the first, got an extra rest, and J-Dub is bringing the ball up the floor and being the point guard at times, Richard.
And don't forget, they added Hartenstein to the mix, so he's playing a lot more to help relieve pressure. And Oaks AC is coming out in the zone. That's another way to conserve energy.
That's the make the switch with YouTube TV. Neesmith lines it up. Can't get it to go. Hartenstein, who started the game, gets the rebound. Neither team had a double-figure lead in that first half as Williams gets inside. Stolen. Siakam ahead of the pack. Goes up. Layup. Missed it, but a foul. Holmgren will pick up his second. Siakam taking a little rest.
Now, these turnovers out front, live ball, means you're usually going to get something good on the other end.
But Pascal Siakam, he does so much. You just see, ran into the backstop right there. That's probably not going to be the most fun thing in the morning. But when you look at Pascal Siakam and the way he plays, he just fits into what they are doing so seamlessly. You almost forget about him until you look at the box score at the end of the night.
He hasn't been a Pacer for long. It was January 17, 2024, when he was acquired from Toronto. Bruce Brown was in that deal, and 3 first-round picks. They gave up a lot, but as we said earlier in the finals, Tyrese Halliburton has changed the direction of this franchise. Siakam has lifted his team to another level.
Well, the championship experience, Mike, is pivotal. He sort of prepped his guys, just basically saying, be prepared for the massive media at the NBA Finals. I also think their Eastern Conference Finals appearance a year ago has helped shape this Pacer team.
They've been in a lot of playoff battles the last 2 seasons. They lost in a sweep to the Celtics, but I know it sounds crazy, it was a close sweep. A lot of the games went down to the wire. Hartenstein gets his own rebound on the miss. Back to Jalen Williams, drives inside, and a blocking foul counted and one. Williams goes hard, took a hard hit. Neesmith, though, will pick up the personal. That's his third.
Now, it wasn't a drive, but whenever you get that ball low on the basket, it's those dive cuts. The dive cut from the slot. Here, it's a dive cut from the top because the defense doesn't find you. But I think that might have been, let's see. Oh, that should have been a charge, in my opinion. His feet were set.
That's what they like to call a bang-bang call.
I guess a little early for a bang.
Listen, I was just going to say, there's only one real bang in the world, and it's Mike Breen calling it.
Yeah, that's a double bang, huh?
Turner hands it off to D. Smith.
Okay, Mike?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. Hoffenberg looking inside. Siakam, right side, can't get it to fall. Ball knocked away almost, but Holmgren manages to hold on. Hesitation, now a try. What a gorgeous move from a 7-footer using his offhand. OKC has tied it again. Nembhard steps back from the baseline. Got it. Just his second field goal, but he's put a lot of energy in his defense on Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams attacking again. Smith, the extra pass, Nembhard. Turner, top of the key three. Holmgren now 8 points, 8 rebounds.
Jay hasn't had a bucket in a while. He's got to find a way to get efficient to get going.
Gilgeous-Alexander, Williams lines up his three-pointer. They're now 1 for 11 from 3. It's not always been a critical part of their attack, but that's a tough percentage as Turner has it. Goes inside, blocked the foul, Hartenstein, his second. Let's go to George Sedano.
Mike, I spoke to Mark Daigneault, the head coach of the Thunder, at halftime coming out. He told me that they felt good about their situation considering they'd only hit the 1-3, and as you mentioned, they still only hit the 1-3 to this point as they came into the second half. And especially when you factor in that they were a bit loose to start the game, giving up 20 points in the first 5 minutes, he felt the defense got better. When I asked him about SGA's substitution pattern in the first quarter, he simply told me they felt it was best to stagger his minutes early, Mike.
There you go, Doris. Thank you, George.
He played 3 fewer minutes in this first half than the prior game, and it goes directly to the point you made in your open, Richard. This team in the fourth quarter, it has been a struggle on both ends, but their inability to make shots in the fourth, they need him to have some legs and some reserve.
Well, and also the 1 day in between. Some of these other games you have 2 days in between. This one you have 1 day. Less time for rest, less time for recovery.
Gilgeous-Alexander 8 to shoot. Jump shot, short. Holmgren trying to keep it alive, but Siakam pursues. Siakam goes right at Holmgren, inside layup off the glass, won't go.
Numbers for OKC.
SGA fields a bump. And I'm going to say a foul before the shot attempt. Nembhard is going to pick up his third.
Now this is exactly where he wants to get to. You see this kind of contact often, but Nembhard's toughness of mind. Watch him shadow the ball. He puts the hand in the face initially. You want to talk about active hands, active feet, and closing as the shooter goes. What this young man is doing on the defensive end is special, folks.
Second round pick in his third year in the league. He just raises his game come playoff time. Did it last year. He's doing it this year. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls back. Lou Dort off the dribble. Holmgren sets his feet. Too strong. Siakam grabs another rebound. Rebounding numbers dead even.
That paint is just going to get tighter and tighter until they start knocking down threes.
Caruso in, trying to bump Siakam, and call for the foul there. A little minor extracurricular activity and chatter. Scott Foster trying to separate. Third foul on Caruso. The crowd cheering the foul call on Caruso.
I like the extra stuff. That's the stuff that lets me know that teams are starting to get sick of each other and it becomes more competitive.
Siakam almost falls. Shot clock winding down. Turner's going to have to get it off. One-legged step back is good. He used to imitate Dirk Nowitzki as a kid growing up in Texas. That had a little Nowitzki flair there. And a 6-point lead for Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander gets that one to go. Halliburton. And you might see it start to be calling a little tighter. Not a lot there, but Gilgeous-Alexander picks up his first.
I was always taught the best way when you're talking about elite scores is can you keep them at a point per shot? Shea has 14 points on 13 shots and 0 free throw attempts.
Turnover on the inbounds. Well, that was a 14th foul already. Holmgren left-handed. Siakam gets it. On the drive, back out to Turner, up top, Siakam, straight on three, puts it in.
Ayan guys, nagbabalik po ang ating top donor, Dennis Pineda. Salamat po sa 350 pesos. No? Ayan, sa mga gusto po maging top donor guys, send lang po sa live stream natin, 51,000 viewers. Pakipollow si admin, no? Sa mga nag-a-appeal po ng link pass. Direkta na kayo dyan guys sa pin comment para tuloy-tuloy tayo. Sa mga nagdo-donate, copy-paste nyo lang yung Gcash number natin, no? Kaya 100 pesos league pass natin, mga boss, hanggang finals na yan. Magsipag-PM na po kayo, mga idol. Ayan. Maraming salamat po kay Dennis Pineda, ang ating bagong top donor. Ayan, 350 guys, no? Sa mga gusto pa maging top donor, PM lang guys. Ayan, sa mga nag-avail naman po ng league pass, mga boss, direkta sa pin comment para auto-reply si admin sa inyo guys. Auto-reply ako sa inyo guys, no? Papollow lang po mga idol. Si admin, no? Papollow naman guys. 100 pesos lang po yan mga boss. Ayan. Ayan, salamat kay Robert Deblos. Salamat sa pagbili ng league pass. Ayan, sa mga bibili pa guys, habol na. 5 slot na lang po to, idol. Paubos na po tayo. All final games sa sarili nyong account, mga bossing. I-follow nyo po si admin dyan sa comment section, no? Ayan, salamat. Dennis Pineda, maraming salamat po sa pag-donate ng 350. Ayan, thank you so much mga idol. Ayan. Ayan, thank you so much po idol, no? Boss, Dennis Pineda. Thank you, bossing. Ayan, nanonood po ngayon sa ating live stream guys, ang ating top donor. Ayan, sa mga gusto pa po maging top donor, latest donor, send lang po si idol dyan sa pin comment, mga boss. Ayan, 20 pesos galing po yan kay Melvin. 10 pesos galing po kay Arthur. 50 pesos kay Francis J. Latest donor natin yan guys. Shoutout natin, no? Si Francis J. Ayan. Sa mga gusto maging top donor, guys, send lang ng any amount sa ating live stream, no? Ayan. Sa mga magpapa-shoutout dyan, guys, pwedeng shoutout kahit sino, guys, no? Kahit saan. Ayan. Sa mga bibili pa ng league pass, message na kay admin, 100. Sige, 99 na lang, guys, ha? 99 pesos only, mga boss, no? Sa mga bumibili po kay admin, 99 pesos only guys, no? Kaya magsipag-PM na kayo kay admin. 99 pesos na lang idol ang ating league pass. Ayan, message na sa pin comment idol. Ayan. Ayan, sa mga nag-a-avail guys ha, message lang kay admin, 99 pesos guys para sa inyo. Ayan. Magsipag-PM na po kayo guys para sa inyong account. Ayan. Send ko agad yung account nyo after payment, basta mag-message lang kay admin, no? Angel Balti. Ayan, follow naman si admin dyan guys sa pin comment, no? Mga idol, para sa inyo mga
that. He's like, these guys have been doing this to me for 3.5.
Okay, look, that is a foul when he tries to get you off. That is a foul. But again, this is what we've been seeing consistently from both teams.
Caruso, another one of those bench players, of course, had 20 in the Game 2 victory. Tonight he's got 14. Pacer lead cut to 7. Mathurin back in with McConnell, Toppin, and then the 2 All-Stars. Halliburton gets it back. Caruso in pursuit. Shot clock at 5. Halliburton gets in the paint. Inside. Off the glass. It's good. This equals the largest lead of the game. There's Jalen Williams. Caruso left wide open. Connects on a 3. Alex Caruso. He's got off the bench 17 points in 19 minutes. McConnell, the spin move. Tied up, turns, can't get it to fall. Three minutes left here in the third. Williams with 8 to shoot. Siakam right with him, falling away. Fight for the rebound. Mathurin couldn't get it, takes a hard fall. And 3 on Lou Dort.
Let's watch Tyrese Halliburton work. Again, the Pacers are trying to use speed and getting off the ball quickly so that they can't lock in, and as Tyrese Halliburton said, crawl into your body when you're holding the basketball. Get downhill, be decisive. Yes, you don't want to over-dribble the basketball. 3 or 4 dribbles, fine, you're at the cup.
He's done a great job, DB. He has been so impressive these last 2 games, especially. Yes, he had that game 1 heroics. That's what he does. But the last 2 games here in Indiana, his pace, his ability to get downhill, it has been so impressive to watch him learn and figure out this defense.
So again, both teams in the penalty, 2:47 remaining. Some substitutions set to come in. Halliburton with 10 points and 7 assists. Mathurin with 5 points off the bench after his 27-point gem in Game 3. Of course, we'll be back in Oklahoma City Monday night for Game 5 of these finals, 8:30 Eastern on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Coverage ships with an NBA countdown at 8. Will the series be tied at 2 games apiece? Or will the Indiana Pacers be 1 win away from their first NBA title?
One thing is for sure, they are lining.
An excellent first half.
With 5 points off the bench after his 27-point gem in Game 3. Of course, we'll be back in Oklahoma City Monday night for Game 5 of these finals.
Ayan, ito may nagpahabol ng 20 pesos galing kay Boss Mark.
70, 72, and 73. That's some great teams coached by the great Slick Leonard. They want their first NBA crown. 8-point Pacer lead.
Becomes a math problem. I don't care that you knock 95% of your free throws in if you're Oklahoma City. That's just a math. You're Oklahoma City. That's just a math problem for 3.
You see his numbers there. And again, we talk so much about the star players, but the role players so often in a drive to a title make a difference. Here in the finals, Toppin had 17 points and a 15-point explosion off the bench from Obi Toppin.
He's had the historic regular season defense. This Indiana team, watch this play off the bounce, but this Indiana defense in this playoff and in this finals has been every bit as good as Oklahoma City, especially as this or the series has worn on. Wow!
Toppin catches it. Connell able to go back.
couldn't get it. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the third. TJ McConnell off the bounce. Pull-up jumper. In and out. Rebound. Toppin. And a loose ball foul. Free throws for Toppin.
We talked about all the different things that Opie can do. We've seen him knock down threes. We've seen him get tip dunks. He's got the size and athleticism. When we talk about the smalls for Indiana are bigger than the smalls for OKC. Pascal Siakam, you look at what Obi Toppin, that is very difficult if you are a small. Casey Waller, he does a great job defensively, but if you're going to put him in this, he knows he's outmatched. That's why the foul occurs.
Toppin missing the first free throw. And see here, the explosion here in the third quarter. And misses both. There's a good chance he's exhausted right now. Gilgeous-Alexander gets away from the defense. Sidestep, running in the paint. On go, ball batting around. Mathurin picks it up. McConnell off the bounce. Nembhard. Siakam guarded by Wallace. The spin move. Leans in the jumper. Won't go. Hartenstein the rebound. Alexander against Nembhard, right with him. SGA 9 of 17 from the field. Gets to his spot, puts up his shot, can't get it to fall. Under a minute remaining, third quarter. Indiana Pacers putting pressure on both ends of the floor. Shot clock at 5. Siakam makes his move, pulls back, jump shot. Way off. Williams the rebound. Here comes Jalen Williams charging down the lane. Won't go, but a foul. Free throws for Williams. And once again, for the second straight game, getting to the free throw line frequently.
Ayan, sa mga gusto mag-donate guys, lagyan nyo ng pangalan para ma-shoutout ni admin. Ayan, 65,000 viewers mga boss. Lagyan nyo po ng pangalan mga idol, no? League pass natin, nasa pin comment, available pa rin po mga idol.
He's got 20 points, so he's efficient, but it's not generating that normal burst.
Hartenstein sits down. That normal burst, how much is that from their defense?
I think a lot of it is. I think if you look at their three-point shooting, 2 for 14, you look at the substitution pattern that Mark Dagnall, I don't have to say it. Sometimes the coach's substitution patterns will tell you that your players are getting a little fatigued.
He lifted Shea earlier here in the third than is typical, but then I think he felt like this was getting away from him, so he had to bring him back in. Because it's not the fourth quarter only, it's these stretches where a team gets the kind of separation and you're battling uphill while you're already fatigued.
And again, despite this stretch, it's just an 8-point lead. Siakam no foul. Chance to put it back up to double figures. There are 2 more free throws.
But seriously, Richard, like, comparatively speaking, this is in historically great Oklahoma City defense. On virtually every metric, they led the league. What do you think of Indiana's defense in this finals and going back a series?
I think their defense has gotten better every game, every series, really from January 1. And then when players start to buy in, they start to see the impact, and then they get hungrier and hungrier.
First free throw good. Again, they were 10 and 15 after 25 games. That's almost a third of the season. Part of it was injuries. Part of it was just subpar play. But, you know, we talk about individual players getting better and showing improvement. This is a team from early in the season to now. They just keep getting better and better. They're so connected because of the continuity. They made very changes in the offseason. Siakam misses a second. Pacers missing some free throws here. Shot clock turned off. No fouls to give. Jalen Williams. 5 to shoot. Puts up. Puts it in. What a tough shot from Jalen Williams. 2.2 remaining. Toppin heaves it. Length of the floor.
And that will end a wild third quarter.
Ayan, 99 pesos lang guys ha. 99 pesos lang po sa mga bibili pa ng ligpas natin. 99 pesos only guys. Magsipag-PM na po kayo kay admin dyan sa comment section. Mga boss, idol. Yan, top donor natin. Ayan, Jonas Castro. Maraming salamat po, idol. Ayan, sa mga nagdodonate pa guys, any amount lang po. Ayan, pwede po kayo mag-send sa Gcash and number natin, no? Maraming salamat po, mga idol. Ayan, pwede po kayo mag-PM kay admin, mga boss. Kung sakali gusto nyo po mag-donate, no? Ayan, sa mga gusto admin. Ayan. Ayan, salamat po kay Boss Dennis Padilla sa sponsor natin guys, no? Nag-donate po ng 350 pesos, idol. Ayan, thank you po, Boss Dennis. Ayan, sa mga gusto pa maging top donor, latest donor, ayan, PM lang kay admin, mga boss. Ayan, magsipag-PM na para tuloy-tuloy po tayo, mga lodi. Ayan. Hanggang finals yan guys, hanggang final, all final games na po yan mga boss ha. All final games sa mga nag-a-avail. Ayan. All final game na po yan mga boss. Follow na. 99 na lang yan mga lodi ha. 99 pesos na lang po yan guys. Ayan. Kung gusto nyo mag-avail, ayan, PM lang si Adi. 99 pesos only mga boss. Ano pang hinihintay nyo mga boss? Message na at auto-reply si admin. No? Ayan. Salamat kay Bossing Ernie. Salamat po sa pagbili ng League Pass. 99 lang yan guys. Ayan. Top donor natin guys. Jonas Castro pa din guys. No? Ayan. For only 99 pesos guys. Message na si admin. Ayan. Solid po yan guys. No? Hanggang Game 7 sa sarili nyong slot idol. No? Ayan, 99 lang yan mga idol, kaya mag-ipag-message na. Auto-reply ako dyan guys ha, sa mga nag-a-avail. Auto-reply po si admin. I-follow nyo yung page natin na yan guys sa pin comment. Follow nyo po ako dyan mga idol. Sa mga hindi pa nakapollow para next season mga idol, madali nyo ako mahanap, no? Para next season, madali nyo ako mahanap, pabibigyan kayo. Shout out kay idol John Ridiona. Salamat po sa donation. John Ridiona. Ayan. Salamat, idol, ha. Ayan. Ayan. John Ridiona. Maraming salamat po. Sa mga gusto magpa-sponsor ng mga logo, pwede kayo mag-PM na sa akin, guys, no? Let's go. Ay, maraming salamat mga idol. Let's go.
As a team, and that's why it's being done. Your third quarter effort was incredible, rewarded by this crowd chanting your name, trying to will you to victory. How do you finish this off?
Just continue playing through this energy. The crowd is doing an amazing job keeping energy in this game. We just got to play with it.
Obi, good luck. Thank you. Mike?
All right, George Caruso, 19 points off the bench. And again, with everything that's happened, OKC only down by 5. Remember, they were trailing the Nuggets in Game 4, down 2-1 in the series in Denver. In the second round, came back and won in a crunch time game. Neesmith, catch, shoot. Three-pointer won't go. Kenrich Williams the rebound.
That's the thing, though, Mike. They've run out of juice in some tight fourth quarters. And both their losses, do they have enough juice to recover here?
They're going to have to flip the script because they've been outscored by 27. But Caruso is doing absolutely everything in his power. All of his points have felt weighty tonight. They've stopped runs or they've tried to give momentum. Tough pass there.
And through the fingers, topping down the other end, and then throws it down. Lead back up to 7. Obi Toppin, another terrific performance. 17 points, 7 rebounds. Gilgeous Alexander gets away. A clean look, not that time. Siakam. McConnell, of course, pushes. Neesmith tries another 3. Fight the rebound, and a loose ball foul against the Thunder. Of course, Siakam battling down low.
Yes, you can look at this, and this was a mistake. You had the opportunity, just too much on that pass. Now if you're OKC, you're sprinting back. But not only are you sprinting back, and as you see the finish by Obi Toppin, they're full court pressing. They're getting an easy dunk and then full court pressing on the other side. And again, we mentioned Gilgeous Alexander having to box out the bigger Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam has had one heck of a game because he's playing great on both ends.
First foul second foul, by the way, on SGA. Shot clock down to 6. Toppin wants it. He's got Wallace on him. Instead, Siakam gets it, fires up a 3. Chase the ball. Holmgren couldn't hold on. The last touch by Indiana.
DB, OKC is in this.
Oh, no doubt.
It's a 7-point game. For me, it was always how many minutes left and what are we down? If we're down 7 points with 10 minutes to go, that is nothing. That you feel good about that on the road against a quality team. You just have to perform.
Caruso, Holmgren, fakes, drives, spins right into Neesmith, and a foul.
If he didn't reach, Mike, he anticipates the spin. He did everything right. I think there's a reach late.
Carlisle upset because they're going to call it the act of shooting. It's going to be the 4th foul on Neesmith.
It's the act of shooting because he'd already gathered. Right here, that's the gather. If you keep your hands up, I know it seems like a small technical thing. Put your hands up right there. When you bring your arms down, that's where the foul occurs. Mike, why are you smiling?
Because it's just so hard to do.
So is winning a championship, Mike. So is winning a championship.
Holmgren, meanwhile, now with 9 points, 10 rebounds. The refs being serenaded. Again, Neesmith 4 fouls. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. McConnell says, let's set it up again. Finds Nimhard. Toppin wants it. SGA pokes it away. 14 turnovers for Indiana. Gilgeous Alexander, step back 3. Can't get a ball. Holmgren the rebound. Back up and in. Huge offensive rebound. And Rick Carlisle calls timeout. The Thunder back within 3.
Guys, pa-share po na live natin guys ha. Sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-share sa mga group guys para agad-agad nakikita sa live natin mga idol, no? Ayan, share nyo po yung live stream natin mga lodi sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-share. Ayan, free live lang tayo guys ha. Free live lang mga boss. Sa mga bibili naman ng link pass, mag-hit comment, mag-ipag-avail na kayo mga idol. Sa mga nagdodonate po, palagyan lang ng pangalan. Updonor Karin Maranda. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa mga nag-share sa live stream natin mga boss, no? Share live tayo guys ha. Share live tayo mga bossing. Ayan, pa-share lang po mga lodi. Sa mga gusto po mag-donate, palagyan lang po ng name sa screen mga boss. Palagyan lang po ng name sa screen para ma-shout out natin, no? Ayan, thank you so much mga lodi. Ayan. Like and share pa rin guys. Like and share 55,000 viewers. Ayan. Follow nyo yung nasa page natin sa pin comment mga idol. pesos niya. Jairus Gian, tumamak. Salamat sa 30 pesos donation. Ayan, 99 pesos guys ha. Sa mga bumibili po ng 99 pesos, link pass natin, rekta sa pin comment. All game 7 na po yan mga boss. Ayan, salamat po idol. Ayan, follow lang guys, no? Follow lang. Follow. Ayan. At ipag-PM na kayo guys. Kahit ano. Ayan, 99 lang yan, idol. Para hindi ka na maligaw. Ayan, follow na guys ha. Follow lang mga lord. Ayan, maraming salamat guys sa mga nagpa-follow sa ating live streaming.
Caruso chasing him. Shot clock at 8. Neesmith fakes and got hit in the face by Wallace. That shot will not count.
Shoutout sa iyo,
It's the 14th
Adventure
foul
TV.
against OKC,
Salamat sa
so second
pag-donate.
out.
Ikaw na ang top donor natin.
And I like this drive, but you gotta shoot it. Put it up on the rim. You put that touch pass right there, that's so much more difficult than Nembhard against the big, takes his time, a little fadeaway. He has hit so many big shots these last 2 years in this postseason run, and Shea is back on the floor.
48 seconds on the bench.
For him, that felt like a lifetime.
Tough to get it in bounds. Kenner able to catch it. Nearly traveled. Halliburton wants it, but good ball denial from Dort.
Shoutout sa iyo, Adventure TV. Salamat sa pag-donate. Ikaw na ang top donor natin.
Rebound, and a foul on the rebound, so free throws are in the penalty. With 6:09 remaining.
It's the exact point you made on the opposite end. Because
Shoutout sa iyo, Adventure TV. Salamat sa pag-donate. Ikaw na ang top donor natin.
You just spoke about this on the opposite end.
It's easier for a big to get it off the rebound there because players also release a little bit to go and try and find the ball. Well, I was always taught, throw it to the guy in the orange.
Turner knocks down the first. Pacers 19 of 24 from the line. Caruso getting a rest. Holmgren.
Shoutout sa iyo, Adventure TV. Salamat sa pag-donate. Ikaw na ang top donor natin.
But I also like this for Chet, right? You come in this game. We've watched your ankle roll twice. We've seen you take a knee to your shin, and you're showing up and coming back. You gain so much respect from your teammates, from everyone in this league, when they can see that you're maybe not 100%, but no one's 100% on that floor.
I know how skilled that guy is. His competitive toughness is my favorite part of
Shoutout
this
sa
game.
iyo, Adventure TV. Salamat sa pag-donate. Ikaw na ang top donor natin.
Put me in, coach. And a foul, and a silly foul. Not the penalty, that's their
Shoutout sa
13th
iyo,
foul.
Adventure TV. Salamat sa pag-donate. Ikaw na ang top donor natin.
Foul. So both teams in a penalty from here on in. Free throws are going to become very important in this game.
But also defending without fouling. That's going to be the key. Can you defend without fouling? These elite offensive players, this elite offense, can you defend for the last 6 minutes?
These are the signature moments.
Shoutout sa iyo, J-Ball David Macau. Salamat sa pag-donate. Napaka-pogi mo.
To even it up and regain home court advantage. We're midway through the fourth. Gilgeous Alexander the drive inside. Hartenstein stripped down low, gets it back and banks it home. Second effort from Isaiah Hartenstein. Nembhard drives past, kicks it out in the corner. Back up top, Halliburton. Turner thought about it. Halliburton makes his move, goes all the way to the rim, off the glass, can't get it. Hartenstein snatches the rebound.
Shoutout sa iyo, J-Ball David Macau. Salamat sa pag-donate. Napaka-pogi mo.
Goes inside, beautiful move, sidestep.
So the driving games of SGA and Jalen, last 2 possessions, getting them buckets.
Halliburton finds some room all the way down again. High off the glass again. Gorgeous move from Tyrese Halliburton.
There's so much questions about Tyrese Halliburton and people criticizing him. He has had an outstanding postseason. He's had an outstanding NBA Finals thus far.
Williams, foul line jumper short. Hartenstein chips it. Holmgren gets it to SGA. His drive, hesitation, banker is good. The Thunder attacking the basket.
Yeah, their 2 stars have all of a sudden 3 straight possessions, big time plays. SGA and J-Dub.
Halliburton looking for a 3 perhaps against Holmgren. Nope. Drives inside, trying to draw contact, and he does. Draws the foul on Holmgren. His 3rd. And Halliburton will shoot 2.
He hadn't shot a free throw yet in this finals, and here he's just been so much more aggressive and persistent, getting to the line, getting into the paint.
And on the other end, SGA's drive ability starting to take its toll here. Just
All of the Thunder.
Teams are starting to get sick of each other, and it becomes more competitive.
Siakam almost falls. Shot clock winding down. Turner's going to have to get it off. One-legged step back is good.
not too pass set up.
Off the three tonight.
Grinding so damn hard.
Three tonight. Pacers back up 3.
Grinding so damn hard like I'm trying to make the draft. When they talk about perfection, always mentioning my craft. Falling out the first and second like I'm player of the half. Now the first and second like I'm falling out the first and second like I'm player of the half. Wasn't good since the trade like LeBron with the Cavs. Calling me a star like I'm playing for the league. If you play 2K, then you for the league. If you play 2K, then you know you need fatigue.
Big opening of the Thunder keep the same starting 5 that they've had in these finals with
All of the Thunder bench that's been sold.
Teams are starting.
Goes out.
5 that they've had.
Has it deflect.
Smith has 9 rebounds in the game. He's been around the ball all night long, a bunch of them on the offensive glass. Now big free throws here. And a timeout, just under 4 remaining. 3-point game here in Indianapolis.
Time out muna tayo mga bossing, muted break lang po para maiwasang maputol yung ating pong live stream. Sa mga gusto nga po palang sumali sa ating legit na online ending group, sali na po kayo sa JL Online Game. Isang taya po ninyo mga bossing, meron na po kayong 8 pagkakataong manalo simula first quarter hanggang 4th quarter. At kahit pa po balikta, yung pong napili po ninyong tayaan ay may papremyo pa rin po tayo para po diyan. Kaya para makasali sa pinaka-legit na online ending group, click the link lang po mga bossing na nasa comment section sa ibaba. Click the link lang mga boss para makasali kayo sa ending game natin. Baka kayo na yung susunod na manalo ng 4,500, ng 6,000 pesos, ng 10,000 pesos, ng 15,000 pesos, at ng 30,000 pesos. Click the link lang po mga bossing na nasa comment section sa ibaba.
He is relentless. Nimard's been a great defender. This is the best defense that I have seen in his career.
Neesmith, 1 of 1 from the free throw line with 3:52 remaining. Of course, he's had some big offensive games as well. Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals, the 30-point, 8 3-point game, and that magnificent comeback to take game 1 on the road. And now clutch free throws here. Back to 4. Caruso, SGA, Holmgren, Williams, and Lou Dort out there for OKC. Williams looking. SGA has it. This time it's Neesmith on him. Tries to draw a foul, and he does. Neesmith had his hand in there, and Gilgeous-Alexander will shoot just his 3rd and 4th free throw of the game.
Put your 2 players, there's screening action out front. There's the switch. Nembhard gets off as soon as he's got his left arm. Shea is just so good. He feels that immediately. He knows what's going to happen. Free throws allow him to rest a little bit.
Yeah, you should use all 10 seconds of this free throw. You get a burst, you get those free throws. That's why keeping him off the free throw line is so important. He now gets 30 seconds of just rest. He's taking a deep breath, relaxing. That helps him.
And he doesn't just get to the free throw line, he knocks him down 86% during the playoffs. Thunder back within 2, 3.5 remaining. Halliburton drives all the way to the rim. Layup is good. More Halliburton heroics. Back to 4.
Boy, he rejects the screen. It keeps that other defender away, and down he goes.
SGA, again, Neesmith. Nimhard lurking. Back to Williams, thought about a three. Gilgeous-Alexander hits a three. Clutch bomb from SGA. 1 point game with 2:50 remaining. Only their third three-pointer of the game. Nimhard using the screen. He drives inside. Well defended. Holmgren and Caruso right there. The Thunder a chance to take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Pulls back. Baseline jumper's good. OKC with their first lead of the second half. And a timeout call from Indiana. 29.
Yan na mga bossing, Mr. MVP on the move para dito sa OKC mga boss. Kaya lamang po sila ng isang puntos, 104-103 with 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go sa ating pong fourth at final quarter. Muli mga bossing, sa mga gusto po palang sumali sa ating legit na online ending group, sali na po kayo sa JL Online Games. Isang
Screening action out front. Sayurj na Iwata Cash on Delivery. Salamat sa pag-donate.
If you play 2K, then you...
Done it with Scott Van Pelt. He's here in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Full post-game coverage. They're 27 of 31 from the free throw line. And again, games like this, sometimes it comes down to made or missed free throws. Dort 1 for 2. And Oaks quickly trying to even up this series. A big fourth quarter. Jalen Williams drives, pulls back, puts it up. Won't go. Halliburton the rebound. Under a minute and a half remaining.
A big possession for Andy. Got to get a bucket.
Turner outside. Nimhard. Turner gets in his way and they'll reset. Nimhard thought about a three. He's got Holmgren on him. Nimhard pulls back, puts it up. Williams with the rebound. They've had some good looks, just not going down right now for Indiana. And the Thunder holding on. Each team has timeouts remaining. Both teams in the penalty. Williams to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, turns, shoots. And a foul with 0.3 of a second remaining on the shot clock. More free throws for Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is what they go to. They flatten the three players along the baseline, and they put their two best players in action. So it's screening. It's the second time they've gotten Neesmith on the switch, and it's the second time he's drawn a foul. There's obvious contact on the wrist.
What I'm noticing too is that they're switching to get Nimhard off of him and Neesmith. Neesmith has made a few mistakes. He's made a few.
Ayan, sumag-donate guys sa Gcash number natin na nasa screen mga boss.
difficult shot, don't make that defensive mistake.
He's fouled out for the second time in the finals. 44 seconds remaining. And if you're OKC, this is the guy you want at the free throw line.
Mike, how about the poise of this team? They've been fighting uphill all night. Had the exact same thing in the Denver series, only a greater deficit. Second youngest team to make the finals, and the Thunder showing some grit and toughness.
They passed every test so far during these playoffs. This is the latest. And right now have a 4-point lead. 8 straight points for OKC. 38 seconds remaining. Halliburton on the drive. Holmgren. Halliburton again. Goes inside. Spins up top. Turner sidestep. 3-pointers up. Won't go. Rebound. Footboard. Diving. And a loose ball foul. There's Holmgren down on the floor. So free throws for Indiana.
Everyone in the league knows that there is no lead safe with Halliburton on the floor. He does a great job. Before he shot that contested shot against Chet. Here he tries to drive. You take that shot, you accept it, and then obviously just everybody bodies on the floor.
Well, they've had some of the most miraculous comebacks in playoff history. 3 of them trailing by 7 in the final minute to come back and win. But as Mathurin misses the free throw. 23.8 seconds remaining. OKC has 2 timeouts. Indiana has 1. And both teams still have their challenge. Mathurin has been an excellent free throw shooter throughout the playoffs. And misses both. Timeout ball.
Ayan, may follow yung main page natin mga boss ay nasa pin comment. Sa mga gusto pang umabot sa 99 pesos request natin. Top donor natin, Michael Castro. Ayan, sa mga gusto po magpa-shoutout, pwede po kayo mag-send sa Gcash number natin guys. Ayan, napakalaki na po yan sa screen. Top donor, Michael Castro, 150. Latest donor natin, si Melvin Cruz. Salamat po sa 35. No? Ayan, sa mga gusto po mag-donate guys, donate lang po kayo any amount sa Gcash number natin, no? Para tuloy-tuloy po mga boss. 100,000 papalo na lang po ng page natin sa pin comment mga boss. Ayan. Ayan, 99 pesos na lang guys ha. League pass natin hanggang final. 99 pesos na lang. Follow nyo na po yan guys sa mga magpapalo po. Ayan, next season mayroon po tayong pamimigay mga boss. Ayan, 99 lang yan guys ha. Sa mga bibili. Magsipag-PM na mga boss, 99 pesos lang yan. Ayan. Magsipag-PM na kayo guys, 99 pesos. Paunahan lang po tayo ha. Follow na po kayo guys sa pin comment. Nakalagay 99 pesos sale premium. All final games na po yan mga boss. Top dollar natin 150 galing kay Michael Castro. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa mga nag-donate po. Ayan, send lang po kayo guys sa Gcash number natin para tuloy-tuloy po ang panonood mga boss. Ayan, all final games na yan mga boss ha. Sa mga gusto po mag-donate, send lang po sa Gcash number natin. Nasa screen na po yan mga idol. Maraming salamat po mga boss. Ayan, 100,000 tayo kanina guys, no?
Second round, they were down by 8 in the fourth. Came back and won to tie that series at 2 games apiece. Still time remaining, 23.4 left. Again for the reset, each team with a timeout left. Caruso will inbound. Williams gets free, and Mathurin called for a hold before the ball is inbounds. That's an away from the play foul. 1 free throw and possession. Rick Carlisle upset. But the foul occurs before the ball is inbound. It's an away from the play foul, so SGA with a chance to put them up by 5, and then they'll get the ball back. Mathurin, his second.
Josh Tiven telling Rick Carlisle he's holding his wrist, and there is why I called the foul. We get the second look at it, and there you have it, that he had the left wrist.
You don't see that call a lot at end of games.
Right.
Because there's so much touching and holding and pulling and shoving. Rick Carlisle upset. Now Scott Foster explaining to the players, and will inbound to Caruso. Still 23.4 left. Good ball denial. Ball deflected, tipped and stolen. Mathurin comes out with it. Goes inside for the layup. Oh, and a foul as Williams goes down hard. A huge turnover there with 19.8 remaining.
I always like throwing the ball behind.
Ayan na, sa mga habol guys, sa 99 pesos lang po ang ating pass na sa pin comment. Follow nyo lang ako dyan. Top donor, bago-bago, Kim Brooks. Salamat po sa 155 pesos. No? Sa mga magdodonate pa po guys, lagyan nyo po ng pangalan mga boss. Ayan.
This is his third in a row. Foul on Williams, a boy, could barely brace his fall, but he's okay. Mathurin, prior to these, he's shooting 89% from the line in the playoffs. Hit his first 4 tonight, but has been 3 consecutive. That one goes down. Back to 4. Shot clock turned off. And a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Mathurin. And the same thing, the ball had not been inbounded. That's 2 of those, so it's going to be another play away from the play foul.
And that's just brutal, Mike.
So Mathurin picks up his second. Gilgeous-Alexander with a 32-point game, played 40 minutes.
It's a free throw game. Right now, if you're Indiana, you've done so much work and just some misplays, some missed free throws, and we had been talking about OKC getting worn down. What looked like OKC in this fourth quarter wore down Indiana so far.
Still time left and still a timeout left. Williams poked out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
Kaya magpag-follow na kayo dyan guys sa pin comment para po lagi po yung updated mga boss. Top donor, yan, Team Brooks, 155 pesos.
Just great ball denial here from Indiana to make it difficult to get it in. Now SGA gets away. They've got to foul right away. Kicks it out in the corner. Luke will hold it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a foul with 7.1 remaining. And the air has gone out of the building as the Oklahoma City Thunder with a spectacular fourth quarter performance. Leading the way is the MVP, 33 points. He's hit all 8 of his free throws, and a number of them clutch here down the stretch. 7 for 7 from the line in the fourth quarter. So 14 of his 34 will come here in the final period. And you can just feel the disappointment from the basic crowd. As Gilgeous-Alexander stays perfect at the line, 7 seconds remaining. Halliburton throws it up, that won't go, and that'll do it. OKC with a thunderbolt here for the fourth. Once again, showing their resilience. And these NBA Finals are tied at 2 games apiece. They're now 6-0 in the playoffs after a loss.
Ayan, magsipag-follow na guys sa 99 pesos po NBA League Pass natin para sa Game 5. Ayan, pwede na kayo magsipag-avail mga bossing para sa ating live stream. Top donor Kim Brooks pa rin mga boss ha. Sa mga nag-avail po, maraming salamat mga bossing. Ayan, tuloy-tuloy po tayo mga boss. Salamat mga idol. Ayan, avail na kayo guys ha, sa pin comment. 99 pesos lang yan mga idol. Follow na mga boss. Pakipollow na lang po yan guys. Yung live streaming natin. Ayan. Sa mga bibili po, follow kayo sa pin comment natin. Ayan. 99 pesos lang. Sabi sa inyo, okay na kayo guys. Next game, Pacers na mga yan mga idol. Kasi game 5 na. All to na guys ha. Ayan. Pakipollow po yung nasa pin comment natin sa mga bibili po ng 99 pesos. Ayan. PM na po kayo dyan guys para di ka maubusan ng slot, no? Kaya top donor, Kim Brooks, 155 pesos, bossing. Kaya 99 pesos lang guys ha. Magsipag-PM na po kayo. 99 pesos lang mga bossing. Sa pin comment po, doon po tayo mag-usap mga boss para iwas scam. Ayan. All final games na po yan mga boss. Ayan. Sa game 5 na yan nyo, Pacers naman mga boss. Ayan. Para hindi kayo maubusan ng slot. Ayan. Maraming salamat po guys. 20,000 viewers, no? Ayan. Nag 100k tayo. Follow na guys sa pin comment. 99 pesos lang yan. Magsipag-PM na mga boss sa pin comment. Pwede po yan kahit sa bansa mga boss. No? Pwede yan mga boss. Kahit sa bansa mga idol. Sa mga nagdo-donate po guys, ayan, pwede po kayo mag-donate dyan sa Gcash number natin. Follow na guys ha, para lagi kayong updated mga idol. Ayan, 99 pesos lang mga boss. League pass natin, ayan, 99 pesos lang mga boss, no? Ayan, 99 pesos lang mga bossing ha, 99 pesos. Naka-sale po tayo. All final games na po yan mga bossing. Ayan, 99 pesos na lang po mga boss. Pwede kahit isang device. Iyo. $99 pesos lang mga boss sa pin comment. Ayan, pa-PM na lang po ako dyan guys, no? 99 pesos na lang yan mga idol. PM na po kayo guys. Ayan, maraming salamat. Kita-kits tayo sa game 5 mga idol. Ayan, 99 pesos na lang po yan. Ayan. Sa mga bibili po, maraming salamat Michael Umadto. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Michael Umadto. Grabe, dami pa rin nagamit guys. No? Dahil 99 pesos lang boss. Ayan. Abin na mga boss. Ayan, 100,000 viewers tayo guys ha. Ayan. PM na mga bossing. Kaya paalam na guys ha, sa mga nag-send ng donation, maraming salamat. Sa mga nagbigay po ng bayad, maraming salamat din guys, no? Yun. Salamat mga boss. Abot na, 99 pesos. Hanggang final.
Fakes, kicks it out.
For the league, if you play 2K, then you know you need.
Back up 3. Just over 5 minutes gone by in the third. Gildas Alexander to Holmgren. Lou Dort, little fake, fires, 3-pointer is up and good. Dort's 4 for 4 from 3-point range. Alexander on the drive, pulls back, baseline jumper's good. OKC with their first lead of the second half. Has it deflected right back to him. Shot clock at 4. He's got to put it up. Puts up the 3. Holmgren right there on another follow. Has it deflected right back to him. Shot clock at 4. He's got to put it up. Puts up the 3. Holmgren right there on another follow. Has it deflected right back to him. Shot clock at 4. He's got to put it up. Puts up the 3. Holmgren right there on another follow.
Same starting 5 that they've had in these finals, with Mason Wallace rounding out the 5, Holmgren, Gildas Alexander Williams, and of course Lou Dort. Meanwhile, for the Indiana Pacers, same starting 5 they've had for every playoff game during this incredible run as they head into Game 3 of these NBA Finals. Again, the last time they and the Thunder keep the same starting 5 that they've had in these finals, with Mason Wallace rounding out the 5, Holmgren, Gildas Alexander Williams, and of course Lou Dort. Meanwhile, for the Indiana Pacers, same starting 5 they've had for every playoff game during this incredible run as they head into Game 3 of these NBA Finals. Again, the last time they and the Thunder keep the same starting 5 that they've had in these finals, with Mason Wallace rounding out the 5, Holmgren, Gildas Alexander Williams, and of course Lou Dort. Meanwhile, for the Indiana Pacers, same starting 5 they've had for every playoff game during this incredible run as they head into Game 3 of these NBA Finals. Again, the last time they and the Thunder